overcomer. And I love to say that today, man. I love to say that, man, because every day is a challenge. Every day is a challenge for me, man. Every day is a challenge for me, man. I'm going to share something with you all out of the Just for the Day. This comes from Narcotic Anonymous, our recovery. I'm going to share today's Just for the Day with you. It says action and prayer. Growth is not the result of wishing, but of action and prayer. That comes from our basic text, page 37, if you ever get your hands on it. Sometimes it seems as if our recovery is growing much too slowly. We struggle with the steps. We wrestle with the same problems. We labor under the same uncomfortable feelings day after day. We wish that recovery would move a little faster so we could find some comfort. Wishing doesn't work in recovery. This isn't a program of magic. If wishes cured addiction, we all would have been well long ago. We all would have been well long ago. What does gives us relief in recovery is action and prayer. Narcotic Anonymous has worked for so many addicts because it is a carefully designed program of action and prayer. The actions we undertake in each of the steps bring more and more recovery to each and every area of our lives. And prayer keeps us connected to our higher power. Together, action and prayer keep us well grounded in recovery. Just for today, my recovery is too precious to just wish about it. Today is a good day for action and prayer. The topic for recovery, man, is changing our ideas and our attitude. We got to get away from that old way of thinking. You know, I wish somebody would do something to me. I'm gonna show them. You know, all that old mess. We got to get away from that. You know, we got to start praying for each other, man. We got to start understanding that sometimes, you know, we hear everything happen for a reason. Sometimes people just do stuff, not knowing what the results are going to be. Sometimes people, their mind just say, do this, and they just do it. You know, as a child coming up, you know, I would do stuff, and my mom would be like, baby, why did you do that? I said, I don't know. See, it ain't always an explanation for what we do. It ain't always an explanation for what somebody does to us. Sometimes people just do stuff, man. And we have to have some acceptance about that. We have to have some acceptance that they just did it because. Because of what? Just because. But we are people who always want to answer. That I don't have to understand this program for it to work for me. That was too big for me to grasp, man, because, you know, the literature talks about, you know, a new idea can't be grafted on a closed mind. So I was closed-minded to that because I was like, oh, no, I got to understand it for it to work for me because it just. But as I continue to keep coming back, more was being revealed that I was understanding sooner or later that this thing was working and I didn't even understand how it was working. So I still said, oh, I guess it's working because I keep coming back. Man, we have to stay connected. You know, the steps are written and like it says it's designed in a way that worked for so many other addicts, man. And as I continue to keep coming back, I'm seeing it work. And there's a lot of stuff about it that I don't even understand. But I have to stay connected, man, to those who are in recovery. You know, recovery talks about the ultimate weapon for addict is another recovering addict. You know, we have to stay connected to those who are living this way of life, man. Those who have faced our dilemma and found a way out. You know, I want to talk to somebody who's been through something because I'm going through something. You know, this month alone, man, was a lot for me, man. I went through a lot this month, man. Just this month. I ain't talking about my past. I'm talking about since I've been clean, man. Since I stopped using drugs, man. I come to find out that it wasn't about the drugs. It was about me, man, about the character that I have, man. You know, I have some very, you know, messed up ways, man, of doing things. You know, and today, man, I do not let pride stop me from asking for help, man.
Hey, right. Hey.
You know, pride is a killer for us, man. You know, and I love this program because it said, I can't, we can. So that means I have to get with you all, man. I have to let you all know, man, what I'm going through so that I can get some kind of direction, man, to try to maneuver in life. You know, and it's a hurtful thing for me to speak about it, man. And it still bothers me to this day. And it just happened this month, man. You know, I was in a relationship, man, with a young lady that I love, that I was in love with. And we had to separate. And it touches me so much, man, because I didn't want that to happen. But I didn't want that to trigger me, man, to go back to doing things that I didn't want to do just so we can stay together. I needed some help. And I felt like it was going to make me do something to continue the relationship. So I reached out to some members, man, and was able to get some understanding that I have to do what's going to make me happy. I just got back from Alabama yesterday, man. And I went to church yesterday, man, with my mom. And the pastor was talking about some things, man, that really just gave me more confirmation. And he was talking about not being the fruit of the problem, but being the root of the problem. Now, man, what is he talking about? He said, yeah, I don't want y'all to lose me on this one. Because we love to see the fruit and we say, oh, it's so pretty, it looks so good. But that fruit came from a root that was deep down at the bottom. You know, we got to quit worrying about being seen and heard all the time. The brother just was talking about a little earlier, man, it's an inside job. And the word of God talks about doing stuff in secretly and God blessing you openly. See, we got to start doing stuff just because. You know, the literature talks about doing the next right thing for the right reason. You know, being kind to others, man, just because. You know, we always heard, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. That comes from the word of God, man. You know, I'm so grateful that today, man, I don't have to be the fruit of the problem. That I can work on self today, man, and realize and accept the fact that I'm messed up, man. That I'm messed up. I was so eager to get here tonight, man, that I misplaced some things that I need for tomorrow for work. But hey, look,
All right.
one thing you're gonna need in this life, in this journey, man, is faith. You're gonna need faith, man. And what I got from that sit down, staying connected with those members, man, was that you're gonna have to have faith, man. And I realized that through my journey, as I've been continuously having faith in God, man, things have been happening, man, that I can't even explain why it's happening for me. Because I've been doing some things that's not of God. You know, we have to confess our sins to one another, man. Right. We can't keep holding that stuff in that's tearing us down. You know, it's so many things have happened in my life just this month. So the day that I was getting ready to go and take this woman to the airport that I truly love so much, I didn't realize the pain until I got there to the airport and watching her leave. I'm standing there and I'm crying, I'm talking about uncontrollably. And I'm thinking, like, what can I do? And then something said, I got you. I'm like, still caring for me. God's still caring for me, even when I'm still trying to get in his way. He's still caring for me. For me that I couldn't even do for myself, man. He's still caring for me. So then I get ready to go to work, and the phone rings and it said, hey man, don't worry about coming to work today. I said, what? Said the building just burned down. That's all I got. But I can tell you, man, that there's nothing too big for God.
Man.
If you think you got some big problems, give them to God. Give them the big God. If you think you have anything going on in your life that can't be helped, ask God. He says in his word, he said, ask and you shall receive. But you got to have some faith, man. You got to do some work, man. You got to step out and trust him. And I'm talking about wholeheartedly. Because God don't want you like this here. 1 foot over here, 1 foot over here, trying to straddle and get through. It ain't going to work for you, man. It ain't going to work, man. How do I know? I tried it. I got some experience in that area. And today, I still do it. Sometimes throughout the day, I got to continue to turn my wheel back over to him. Because he cared for me, man. How do I know he cared for me, man? I got too many evidence, man. I got too many evidence. You know, my mind tells me I don't supposed to be standing right here telling y'all about how good God is. I'm supposed to be standing here telling y'all about how good I am. I need to tell y'all about what I did. God did that, but I did this. Well, I'm going to say this. Y'all know Tupac, right? The rapper Tupac, right? Tupac died at 25 and did a lot of great things for a short period of time. Martin Luther King died. He did a lot of great things in a short period of time. Jesus Christ died. He is the most talked about that did a lot of great things in a short period of time. And to this day, it stands overall that he is the king of all kings. They don't say that about Martin Luther King. They don't say that about Tupac. But they say that Jesus Christ is the king of all kings. He died for each and every last one of us. He died for each and every last one of us. He did the greatest thing that was ever done. I don't believe in that. I believe that. So I've tried all kind of things in my life. I tried all kind of things in my life, man. But the most powerful thing that I tried, man, was letting go of self-will on a consistent basis, daily, man. I'm talking about in and out these days. I'm talking about today. I'm still doing it today. Because sometimes I wake up and I say, I'm finna. And self-will like I don't know what. Instead of saying, Lord, I trust you to go before me wherever I go today. Make these crooked paths straight. Let each one of these steps I take, you guide me in the right direction. Because I can't do it. I came to the realization. But then when I get out here and I face life on life terms, what we talk about in recovery, facing life on life terms, we're going to need some direction from something that's greater than us, man. And I choose to call it Jesus Christ. I love overcomers, man. I love recovery, man. I love staying connected to other recovery addicts, man. You know, I used to be ashamed of saying I'm an addict. But we talk about in recovery facing our fears, man. We talk about the shame and the guilt and the remorse. Those are the things that keep us sick, man. Those are the things that keep us out there, man. The courage is coming in here, man, and asking for help. Quit thinking you got the solution to the problem. You don't. You don't. We got to get together and give it to somebody greater than us. We're not the great ones. But through him, all things are possible. We can become great. But it has to be we, not I. It has to be we, not I. I'm living life on life terms, man. And you know, I said, I'm still going to Alabama, right? At that point in time when I lost my lady and lost my job, had just got a new truck, you know, so got a new car payment, no job. How am I going to handle this? Give it to God. It's not for you, Reginald. You say you trust me. It's not for you. Have I failed you yet? Tell me when I failed you. And I can't think of when he failed me. Because he said he can do some things for me, man, that I can't even think, that I can't even imagine. You know, I got a wild imagination, man. I got some crazy thoughts going on up here. But God said he knows the desires of my heart and he'll give them to me, man, if I do what first? Seek his kingdom. I got to do that first. See, everything is a step process. It's a step process that we got to go through. We got to give it to him, man. We got to quit living in that old way of thinking, man. I'm not saying that you're going to stop thinking what you be thinking. But if you stay connected with the we, if you get out of the I, get out of the self, reach out. Don't sit back and say, I don't want to know nothing about me. I got this. You're going to die by yourself. You're going to die alone. And God will be like, hey, he's working through each and every last one of us to stay connected, to glorify him. That's all he wants us to do. You know, I can't be looking at this one and that one. I ain't messing with them. I ain't messing with them. They happy. And I'm bitter. They over there smiling and talking about Jesus. I'm bitter. I don't want to hear that. I don't play with God. You need to play with somebody. You keep ending up in this predicament, you need to play with somebody. You know, I'm so grateful, man, because I have somebody now today, man, that I believe that can do anything beyond my imagination. Supervisor texted me yesterday and said, no work tomorrow. Okay. And my mom was trying to get me to stay an extra day. But it was just something in my spirit, man. So now you need to get back. You need to get back. So I got back last night, man, and staying connected with the members, talking to the members. Hey, man, thank y'all for y'all prayers. I know y'all been praying for me. Y'all been texting me and asking me, how's everything going? Is everything going all right? How you doing? When you coming back? I'm staying connected with the members, man, because my family, I'm talking about, I come from, like, probably what y'all come from. All of them in a mess. You don't do what no more? You don't do. No, I don't get out like that no more, I tell you. I don't get out like that no more, cuz. You looking so good. That's why. That's why. I ain't drawing up no more. What I been?
Yeah.
I ain't looking like that no more. I'm able to go take a shower, clean myself up. I'm so grateful, man. So I get that text message yesterday, and he texts me, I get up early in the morning a lot. Not all the time, but a lot of times. I get up early in the morning and I try to get connected to my source that keeps me. And I'm sending out my messages, and he knows I'm up. So he texts, as soon as he get his encouragement, he texts me right back. No work tomorrow. And I'm in Alabama, so I'm like, okay, all right. And I told my mom that I was gonna make it to church with him before I leave, because I had to stay connected, man, because I'm fixing to get ready to face this holiday traffic, people coming back, and stuff like that. So I need my shield. Yeah. I need my Almighty on me. I need to be rolling without no fear that he got this, that he's in the driver's seat and not me. But I'm just something that's like, oh, you need to get back. You need to get back. So I already have my resumes ready. So I'm like, when I get back, I'm gonna submit my resumes because I had to update them and stuff. So I'm gonna submit my resumes, and I'm gonna even go to some temp agencies and check them out, and I'm gonna go to some other jobs and check them out. Because, you got to be about some action.
Yeah.
I just read it to you out of recovery. Action and prayer. When you're about that action, you make sure you're praying. Make sure you're praying. Prayer is strongly suggested, man. It's strongly suggested a lot of times throughout this book. It's strongly suggested, man. So I'm praying, and I'm just thanking God, man, because I didn't have to be in the position I'm in, able to pay bills. Because I remember time, like still today, I don't want to pay bills. I don't want to pay them, but I got to pay them. Recovery talks about becoming a more responsible and productive member of society. I want that. How many of y'all be productive in society, man, where people can say, he or she, they'll help you, man. Go to them, they'll help you, man. So on the drive home, in recovery, we talk about facing our fears. So on the drive home, I still get a little shaken up because I'm like, I'm saying what I'm going to do, but I've been working on my job going on 4 years. You know what I'm saying? And they depend on me. They look forward for me being here. And a fire took away the job. I'm saying, y'all don't have nothing else for me. I'm constantly getting hey, no work, no work. But my spirit is saying, go back. So by the time I get back home and I'm getting up and getting things unpacked, and I'm just hearing like, you ain't finna get no more rest now. You done had a good vacation. You just laid in this hotel room and got you some rest. You ain't had to go to work this whole week, you know. Hey, hey, it's time to get back to work. Like, okay, I'm fixing to get ready to go and submit in the morning and, you know, and go up here and do what I got to do, you know, try to get some income back coming in. And my phone ring in the midst of sending my seeds of encouragement. Hello? Hey, we need you, dog. Huh? You just texted me yesterday, man, and said ain't no work today. We need you, dog. We found a location we can send you to, man, and use you. I said, look at God, man. Look at God, man. Working behind the scenes, being the root of the problem and not the fruit of the problem. See, when we're talking about being the fruit of the problem, we want to be out there. See me? Here I go, here I am over here. You know, we want to walk around with the chest out and the head up, want to be seen all the time, want to be heard all the time, but you don't want to help nobody when it comes down time to do it. Hey, you want everybody to glorify you for what you've done. You ain't nothing. No. Until you surrender and give your life away. Start living for the real purpose. Yeah. Quit living for your purpose. Because you ain't going to find your purpose until you surrender. We all have a purpose. We all are overcomers, man. But we got to give it to someone that's greater than us. We have to give it to someone greater than us. We must give it to someone greater than us, man. Say it again. We must do that. You know, I share this a lot too, man, because things are still happening, man, and I'm seeing it on a daily, man. You know, a lot of this stuff that's going on out there in the world, you know, and the word of God talks about coming from amongst them. And these things are happening for me in my life today because I came from amongst them. I remember sitting up there facing life. I remember sitting up there facing life, man. And the day that I surrendered, inside Restream County Jail, I surrendered. I had 7 felonies in 2018 after just facing a murder in 2017. I've been to prison already 3 times, and I'm sitting up there and I'm like, looking out of that little bitty window, man, off into West Dallas, and I'm like, I was just out there. I was just out there. I remember getting on my knees, and I'm talking about, man, I'm talking about crying, man. I'm talking about, like, Lord, if I got to spend the rest of my life in the penitentiary, I'm still going to choose you. Yeah. Man, that was hard for me to do. Because every time that I got arrested, man, I continued to think that I had a different way to go back out there every time. I know how they got me this time. They won't get me like that no more. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember I was saying that? Right. Oh. I ain't never said they ain't gonna get me no more. Damn. They ain't gonna get me like that no more. But I'm talking about deny me, the one who I feel is, hey man, like, hey, I got to take care of it. Hey, come here, sweetheart. Let me holler at you for a second. You know. I'm talking about putting them on the track and make them come back. I'm talking about all that kind of stuff. I'm the smooth, I'm the cool dude. But see, when I came in recovery, man, and I found someone who believed in me and wanted to help me in my recovery, man. I'm talking about wanted to help me. That old dressed up garbage can, that guy with that suit and tie on that walk down on you and spit game and tell you about change. That was constantly corrupting other people's lives. Somebody believed in me and wanted to help me, man. Yeah, I looked good on the outside. I had the cars, I had the money, I had to lead it. I'm talking about I had it. I had it. But you know what it brought me? Destruction. It almost costed me my life. Them guys who sitting up in there with them straight jackets on. Them guys and ladies who walking down the street right now, pushing them carts and holding up them signs. It ain't nothing that they did that I didn't do. Why me? Why I ain't out there? I made them same bad choices. And today I'm still one bad choice away from being like that. What stopped it was I surrendered. You got to go through something. And I know all of y'all have been through something. But when are you going to get tired, my brother said earlier, spinning the wheel? When are you going to get tired of spinning the wheel? I was out of my daughter's life, man. She just turned 13. And boy, I tell you, man, I want to be God. So, I don't want nobody touching my little girl, man. After all what I did out there. Now it's my turn to feel it. She said, Dad, I want a boyfriend. I said, no, you don't. I said, I'm your boyfriend. I'm your boyfriend. If he don't do this for you, you don't need him. I'm trying to be there. And I went in her life, man, for 12 years. Recovery got me back there, man. God got me back there, man, by sending me to recovery. When I surrendered, man. When I surrendered, man. If y'all don't hear nothing else I say tonight, but when I surrendered, man, I'm talking about God said he don't want this side of you or just this side of you.
Oh.
He want all of you, man.
Oh.
You know, I can sit up here and sound good and all that kind of stuff, man, but I'm tore up inside, man. But I know where my help at. And that's what I've been doing lately, is going to my help, man. Jesus Christ is my help, man. He uses y'all to help me, man. He uses you all to help me, man. I'm talking about being out of somebody's life that's growing up and seeing pictures of you. And then when you talk to their mom and the mom saying, hey, she's starting to ask about you. Who is you? I'm talking about trusting God to reveal that. I'm talking about trusting God to do something for you that you can't do for yourself, man.
Mm-hmm.
Put me in the lives of other addicts just like me.
Mm-hmm.
See them 12 steps that we read when we come in here? Pay attention to them. Pay attention to them. Pay attention to them, because in life you're going to see it. You're going to see it happening when you surrender. You got to surrender. I surrendered, man. And every day, throughout the day, I have to surrender, man. Because I get in self real fast. Just driving down the street. Oh, this sucker got in front of me. Want to catch up with him and get back in front of him.
Yeah. In the 18. Oh, okay.
And the spirit said, what are you doing? Hey, let him go. Yeah. Let him go. I'm talking about being in the care of, man. I'm talking about surrendering, and I'm talking about giving your life away. They played a song earlier, said, in my Father's house, there's a place for me. Why? Because I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. Quit being afraid to tell your friends that you're a child of God. Now, hey, I don't do that no more. Watch what happens in your life when you start to deny yourself. Watch what happens in your life when you start to deny yourself. I ain't saying you're going to have a whole lot of money. I ain't saying you're going to have a whole lot of whatever you thought you want. But it's going to be better than what it was before. I can promise you that. Because he promised me that. I ain't got all the stuff that I want, but I got everything that I need. Everything that I need, I have it. And I ain't falling back off. I ain't falling back off it, man. I still mess up. I still have a lot of problems. But I know who to give it to today. And I know how to be sincere when I give it to him because he knows my heart. He knows my heart, man. Like I said, I remember walking in that courtroom and standing up there with faith. With faith, not with what nobody said. Not with what nobody said. I'm talking about with faith. We're giving it to God. And watching the judge come out of her mouth and say, I don't even know why I'm fixing to do what I'm about to do. Me neither. The word of God talks about blessing you so abundantly till you attend to forget me. I love the word of God, man. Because people say, don't try me, try God. And I'm talking about since I've been trying God, man. I've been trying him through this program right here, man, this recovery process, man. Because it is spiritual, not religious program. That's what I love about this program. It's not religious. I don't have to come into this program with my mom or my dad, God. I get a chance to find the God of my understanding. You know? And I get a chance to use them the way that I want to use them. And things start happening in my life that I could never, ever imagine. I'm talking about from shooting at polices and shooting people and robbing people and, you know, you name it. You name it. And to stand here and testify today and say, it was God. It wasn't me that got me standing here right now, man. God used some people, man. I'm talking about getting out of incarceration and hearing them tell me that I would never get off of probation. Never. They said, with the type of charges you have, Mr. Taylor, we're going to have to keep an eye on you anytime anything goes wrong in your area. What did I do? To fellowshipping, showing up, keep coming back, more being revealed. So showing up down there faithfully, you ain't clean. Color line, hey, going back again, you ain't clean. Said 2 meetings a week. I'm gonna fill the front and the back of the paper. I'm going to a meeting every day. I'm going every day because I want something different. I've surrendered.
Say that again. Say that again.
I want something different. I want a new way to live, man. I don't want to be on the block popping it no more with you, man. I done went, came back. You still out here popping. No, so-and-so just got jammed up. Don't come to me with that mess. I don't want to hear that, man. Don't come talk to me about what happened with so-and-so them. I don't want to hear that. Because now, what goes in between these two ears right here, man, need to be some positive thinking, man. I need you to bring me something positive because I want some results, man.
Say that.
When I start believing and I start trusting, man, I start finding people believing in me and trusting me. Said, take one to know one. Birds of a feather do what?
Yeah.
I don't want to keep going backwards. I don't want to keep going in saying, I can't wait to go home. I want to be able to go home when I get ready to say I want to go home. I'm talking about getting them keys. These are the things that have happened. I'm talking about getting keys and things in my name. I'm talking about mind frame stuck on, I'm a loser. But acting like I'm a woman. I ain't started winning until I got with y'all, man. Till I started taking some suggestions from other people. That's when I started winning. Let me share something else with you all, man. Then my other phone. I might put it in here. Let me share something else with you all. It says, God sees us in a different way than we see ourselves. We magnify mistakes and focus on faults. But God looks beyond that to the potential he has placed in us. God sees the best in us. Allow God to shift your focus from your shortcomings and start seeing yourself as the marvelous, magnificent person that he created you to be, so that you can accomplish all of the great things he has placed in this world, has placed in you in this world to do. The Lord does not see things the way you see them. People judge by outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. That's what I've been sharing with you all night, man. It's not about the outside.
Inside.
It's an inside process, man. When I came into the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous, man, like I said, I found someone who believed in me and wanted to help me, man, in my recovery, man. And when he died, I thought I had lost everything because this man believed in me and he was helping me, man. But I didn't know after he passed that all the stuff that he was helping me with, I was going to be using it in my life today to continue to keep me growing and growing. I was able to not sit in that mess when he passed and pick up the phone and call another recovering addict and say, hey, do you got room for me? You know, just because somebody we love so much died. And we've heard it all before. They ain't dead, they living through you. How many times have we took that and put action with it instead of sitting there sinking in it? Oh, I lost my boss. Oh, I lost my dad. Oh, I lost my best friend. Sitting up moping. No, I literally talk about turning. Now, you know, take a little bit of molehill, you're gonna turn into a mountain. Why is you doing that? Making mountains out of molehills. That's what it says. Today, I don't have to do that, man. Today, I can live a different way of life. Today, I ain't got to talk this program. I can walk this program, man. I can walk this program. I remember trying to, anytime I got somewhere to go, I want to hurry up and run home and shower up and get dressed. No, just get there. Just show up, man. Nobody don't need to see how good you look outside, man. Go in there and give them your experience, man, because that's all you got.
Yeah.
That's all you got is your experience, man. Hoping that one person get it, man. Help somebody, man. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this, man. If I can't help you, I sure am not gonna hurt you. So we offer baptism again tonight for those who were shy on the first try. We offer baptism again tonight, man, for those who want to make